Samsung launched the Galaxy Note 10 and the Note 10 Plus back in 2019 on the 23rd of August. I have been using this phone for almost 10 months now and it's the best decision that I have made since the Galaxy S7 Edge. Unlike others, I buy my phone based on the amount of new features that come with that phone. Instead of buying my phone after every 1 or 2 years, I buy them after at least 4 years. This is because it makes me feel that I have got something new and it's all worth the money. Let's see how this phone holds up after almost 1 year of launch. Now let's quickly talk about some of the specifications of the Galaxy Note 10 Plus. So the Galaxy Note 10 Plus is powered by an Exynos 9825 processor. It has a 12GB RAM with onboard storage of 256GB or 512GB. If you do wish, you can always expand your storage with the external memory card. The camera setup on the Galaxy Note 10 Plus is a quad camera setup. Let's quickly dive into some of the features of this camera. So, we have a 12 megapixel primary sensor. It has a variable aperture of f1.5 and a f2.4. A telephoto lens of 12 megapixel and an ultra wide 16 megapixel sensor. We also have a time of flight sensor which is used to determine depth in an image and is also used by apps like Quick Measure. The display on the Galaxy Note 10 Plus is a dynamic AMOLED display with a resolution of 3040 by 1440. It has a screen to body ratio of 91%. This display also supports HDR10 Plus, which is great for watching movies. So now that we are done speaking about some of the basic features of this device, let's move ahead to my personal experience. Despite being launched after almost 1 year, the Galaxy Note 10 Plus still attracts a lot of attention, especially with the aura glow that gives out beautiful colors as you change the angle of the device. With the aluminium frame complementing the gently curved glass on front and back, and the boxy look making a bold statement, the Galaxy Note 10 Plus surely doesn't go unnoticed. When it comes to performance, the Note 10 Plus is an all-rounder, be it work or play. Running multiple apps at the same time is easy because of the 12GB of onboard RAM. Gaming is fun on this phone, however, not the best because there are phones out there that are built for gaming specifically with a 90 or 120Hz refresh rate. You will notice a little gaming lag, however, on graphic intensive games like PUBG or Call of Duty or Asphalt. And if you are using a case for your phone in a room without AC, you will notice the phone heating up, which will result in performance and frame rate dropping more frequently. The copper vapor cooling system does a great job in keeping the temperature of the phone low during gameplay. And you will notice a blue line running around the edges of your phone, which is the result of the Game Booster app trying to keep your phone as cool as possible. Now don't get me wrong, the Note 10 Plus pushes out very decent frame rates and handles games impressively. The S Pen is a tool that I personally barely use. Even though I do not use this as much, I still love the fact that there is an S Pen. The S Pen is packed with features which allows you to control your phone like play or pause music and increase or decrease volume of the music or video. You can use the S Pen to create live notes and I've used this feature a couple of times. Now, like I've said, you can use the S Pen to control the camera app with the help of gestures. You can easily change modes by swiping left or right with the S Pen. You can switch from rear to front camera by swiping up or down with the S Pen. However, these gestures are not always accurate. Like you can see, even though I'm clearly moving the S Pen from up to down to switch the camera, I am not successful. And it does take a couple of tries to get it right. Having the ability to click pictures with the S Pen is very convenient on a huge phone like this. And you also do not have to worry about putting the S Pen the other way around and getting it stuck, as Samsung has solved this problem. Overall, the S Pen is a great tool, but still needs improvements when registering gestures. Let's talk cameras. The first is the ultra-wide camera, which brings more into the picture. The colors are vibrant and pop out. The next is the primary wide lens. Almost same results, image look vibrant and the exposure is about the same. The third lens is a telephoto lens with 2x lossless zoom, meaning you don't lose image quality. The darker areas seem to be softened with the image processing, and as you zoom in, you will notice noise in the image. With the support of Auto HDR, the camera balances out images very well. The cloud cover is very high due to the monsoon season, but you can still see the sky very well. The live focus mode makes images stand out by shooting almost DSLR-like images with background blur. It uses a time of flight sensor to determine the depth of an image. The live focus isn't very accurate. As you can see, the top and bottom of this toy is out of focus, so the time of flight sensor still needs some improvements. The live focus is a good feature on the Note 10 Plus, but surely isn't the best, as it's not very accurate, as you can see in the video. The Super Steady mode is really impressive. The camera is able to maintain stability even while running, and I personally love this feature. Let's move on to the front camera. The front 10 megapixel camera is quite good, with support for Auto HDR. Images come out sharp and image detail is maintained. You can also see the pores on my skin as you zoom in. So this is the front facing camera on the Galaxy Note 10 Plus with live focus in real time. One of my favorite features, the ultrasonic fingerprint scanner. It may not be the fastest that I have experienced, but it surely does the job. If your screen or hands are wet, unlocking the phone with the ultrasonic fingerprint scanner becomes a task. If you are new to the under-screen fingerprint scanner, it will surely take some time getting used to with your muscle memory. But it is something to appreciate, as no one would have expected to have a fingerprint scanner under the display. It only shows how innovative technology can get. My take, Samsung has done a beautiful job in designing this device. Even in 2020, this phone looks fresh out of the box. All the components come together to make this phone look beautiful and powerful at the same time. Hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time.